Hi kids, this is Mr. Joseph from high school. I'm going to read you a little story here. It's called Skippyjon Jones, Snow What? It's a very fun story, so I hope you enjoy. Skippyjon Jones loved to play in the snow with his sisters, Jezebel, Jujubee, and Jillyboo. If you look at the picture there, you'll see them all playing in the snow. It's a very cold day. This melted his mother's heart faster than a bowl full of butter on a hot beach. "Come on in, Mitten Kittens," called out Mama Junebug Jones. "Time for some hot catnip cocoa." "With marshmallows?" begged the girls. "And ice cubes?" asked Skippy. "Don't need ice cubes, Mr. Pillow," said Mama. "But we need to pick out a book." Snow White," gushed the girls. "It's our favorite fuzzy tale." "Fuzzy tail, schmuzzy tail," declared the kitty boy. "I don't like that story," he said, making a disagreeable face. Then he stomped off to his room carrying a tray of ice cubes. And look at him carrying his tray of ice cubes. He looks pretty upset. Doesn't want to hear that story. "Listen here, Grumpy Gum," said Mama, following close behind. "Your sisters have listened to your favorite books without even once giving me one of those looks. So come have your cocoa and do what's right. And who knows, Snugglebug, you might love the tale of Snow White." "Nuh-uh," said Skippy. "I don't think so." "Suit yourself, Tater Tot," said Mama Junebug. "But you don't know what you're missing." Oh, Skippy knew what he was missing all right, and that was bouncing on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I know what I'm missing. A fuzzy white cat, a prince, and some kissing." "Yuck," said Skippy, wiping his mouth with the back of his paw. He really didn't want to watch that story. So then he went to his mirror and, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the handsomest chihuahua of all?" "Why, it is you, Señor Skip," replied the chihuahua in the espejo. "And the bravest," declared the kitty boy as he prepared for a long journey into his closet. Then, as always, he began to sing in a muy soft voice. "Oh, my name is Skipito Frisquito, and I know an old fuzzy tailito. It's got plenty of fights, and no one wears tights, and that's the best part of mis amigos." So he has this really cool song, and actually this is him. Looks like he's wearing tights on his head. He's a funny guy, right? Back on the couch, Mama Junebug had begun reading to the girls. She said, "Once upon a pillow sat a beautiful cat princess. Her fur was as white as snow, her eyes were as black as coal, and her whiskers were as full as burp. My tummy," added Jujubee as she burped. "That was a good story," said the other sisters, and they ran off to play. But this was not the end of the story for Skippyjon Jones. It was just the beginning. And he stepped into his closet and into a deep, dark forest. So look at that deep, dark forest. Wow, that's in his closet, right? He's doing all that in his imagination, right? So it's good to read. He hadn't even gone 4 paws before his tail puffed out. "Don't be such a scaredy cat," chided a fox from behind a tree. "I'm not a scaredy cat," hissed Gatito. "I'm Skipito Frisquito, the great sword fighter." "Of course you are," snickered the fox. "And I'm a chihuahua." Skipito gave him a look that would freeze a fuego. Fuego is fire. Then he took off toward the light in the distance. Over the river and through the woods, 7 small amigos opened the door to their cozy little cottage, and they sniffed. "Something's not right, dudes," said the first. "Some dog has been chewing on my zapato," said the second. "And licking my leche," said the third. "And sitting in my silla," said the fourth. "And tossing my pelota," said the fifth. "And gnawing on my hueso." Hueso is bone, right? So he's say somebody's been gnawing on his bone. Look at that. He's not happy. "And sleeping in my cama," declared the seventh. Cama is bed. "Not in your bed," exclaimed all the doggies. That stinks, dude. Well, stinky or not, there was indeed someone sleeping in the bed. And it wasn't a dog, it was Skippyto! Hooted the puchitos, piling on top of their amigo. Los chimichangos! Exclaimed the gatito. What are you doing here? We have come to free Nieve que, explained Poquito Tito, the smallest of the small ones. Snow who? Asked the gatito. Not Snow who, dude, replied Tomatillo. Snow what? Talk of Nieve que whipped the puppies into a frenzy of froth, chanting, Snow what, Snow White, Snowito has been cursed by a wicked wichito. She sleeps in the cube till she's kissed by a dude, so pucker a pooch and smoochito. I'm not kissing snowbody, declared Skippito. Not tonight, said all the puppies, but mañana, muchacho. After a tail wagging and a whisker washing, every pup fell asleep, dreaming of Snow what? Every pup, except, you guessed it, except for Skippito. Her fur is as white as the snow. Snore, snore. Her eyes are as black as the coals. Snore some more. Her nose is as pink as the peony. She is such a beautiful lady. Drool, drool. At the first bark of dawn, the ocho pochitos were up and out in search of the frozen princesa. But why is she frozen? Asked Skippito. Because, woofed Don Diego, she is hot. See, added Poquito Tito, and the wicked bruja is not. Well, hot or not, the tiny troop would trudge through the thicket and thorn for Nieve que, and nothing was going to stop them. Not even the sleeping dragon, but it stopped Skippito. He fainted. He's out cold, dudes, whispered Tio Leo. Bueno, barked Bertito. Then all the puppies prepared their amigo for the grand rescue. First they dressed him, then they blessed him. Salchichas, salchichas, sausage and peaches, rumbled tummy in the dragon's den. One little dog with the strength of 10. Salchichas, salchichas, sausage and peaches. One more time. Salchichas, salchichas, sausage and peaches, rumbled tummy in the dragon's den. One little dog with the strength of 10. Salchichas, salchichas, sausage and peaches. That's hard to say. Sausages and peaches. That's really tough to say. But look at this. What's this big thing here? That's a dragon. He's sleeping. Look. So the dragon is still sleeping, but the little puchitos are on the bottom of the page here. They're trying to get in. See? So next, as Capito woke up, he not only smelled the sausage, he looked like one too. That's right, they're tight, scolded Poquito Tito. And any prince who has ever rescued a princesa has had to wear them. But who's doing that? Asked Skippito, scratching his head. Who's gonna do that? Dude, howled the whole group of doggies. You are, Skippito. And suddenly, a potent puff of panic poofed out of Skippito's tail and popped his pantalones. Stand back, warned Bertito. And look at his pants. His pants got totally busted, because his tail poofed up and burst out of his pantalones, his pants. Oh my gosh. Then quicker than you can say snail scales and humpback whales, Skippito rocketed up over the waking dragon. Rah! Roared the dragon with a shot of flame. The puchitos loaded their slingshots with salchichas and aimed straight for the dragon's fiery boca. That's his mouth. So look, they were shooting sausages into his mouth. That must have smelled quite good, you know. When you're cooking sausages, they smell really, really good. While we distract, it's time to act, shouted the amigos from below. Do your part and melt her heart, barked Tomatillo, covering his corazon with his paws. Then, when put to the test, your besos are best, woofed Don Diego as he took aim. So there they are fighting the dragon, while their star, the actual guy who's going to do this, was our hero, Skippito. So let's see what he's going to do. I don't know. Well, quicker than you can say, a beso con queso, Skippito landed right next to the cubito de hielo and the frozen princesa. Cubito de hielo is an ice cube. So there she is in the ice cube. He landed right next to her. So let's see what happens. She was a beauty, all right, but the Puchito was in no mood for a smoochito. So at the top of his itty-bitty lungs, he shouted, Snow White, wake up! Nevike heard nada, nothing, but it scared the living fire right out of El Dragon, and away he flew. Now, nada stood in the way of saving the princessa, except ice and a pair of fuzzy lips. Dude, just kiss the cube, begged Poquito Tito again. And so he did, and there he is, kissing the cube. And there's the princess inside of the cube. And he's trying to kiss. He actually is kissing the cube right there. So let's see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen next. Back in their room, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jillyboo, those are his sisters, you remember, were busy playing their own version of Snow White when they saw their brother walk by with an ice cube stuck to his nose. And there he is with the ice cube stuck to his nose. So he was imagining all of that in his closet, remember? He's been licking ice cubes again, said Jujubee, shaking her head. Yep, said Jillyboo. He likes ice. Said Jezebel. Ice is nice. Mama Junebug Jones was doing a crossword puzzle at the table when her kitty boy crawled into her lap and buried his face in her soft, warm neck. Whoa, said Mama. Some little squeegee has a cold, wet nose. Snow what? Asked Skippy. What? Said Mama. I love you. Snow what, Thumbkin? Asked Mama. What? Said Skippy. You just melted your mama's heart. At bedtime, the Jones girls overheard their brother bouncing on his big boy bed, saying, Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, the bravest of knights. But when I save a princess, I will not wear tights. What princess? Asked Jujubee, running into his room. Snow what? Replied the kitty boy, bouncing higher. Snow who? Required Jillyboo. He meant Snow White, reasoned Jezebel. No, I didn't, declared Skippy. I said, Good night, called Mama from down the hall. And Skippy said, Good night. Hope you guys enjoyed this story. I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. And I hope you guys have lots of fun. And looking forward to seeing you guys back at school soon. Take care.